Now, Diana, first of all, how did you get to seek out Angela's help?
Well, do you know what? I've just wrapped up a 5-year mortgage with another service provider, and it was time for a renewal. And I actually called my other service provider and said, hey, I've been a long-time customer. What can you guys do for me? And they sent me a renewal letter in the mail with a mortgage rate that just was not very appealing at all. And they didn't even bother to follow up with a phone call. And I had met Angela socially out in the community. She's very involved in the community. And I'd heard great things about Dominion Lending and what they can actually do in terms of renewals and refinancing. So I gave Angela a call.
And how easy was the process with her?
Well, do you know what was just amazing? I gave them a call, and within a couple of days, we had actually restructured my renewal. And when people are dealing with money and mortgages and payments on their houses, you can get quite anxious in terms of timing and waiting and understanding whether you're going to get the approval or not. And Angela and her team, I was working with Chris and Denzel, they were amazing. If I had a question, I could send them an email or pick up the phone, and literally within the hour, I had an answer to any question that I had. It was really easy.
In terms of saving money with this renewal, how did you do with that?
Well, I have to tell you, I did not expect to be saving just a little over $1,000 a month. We did some restructuring. I had a little bit of outside debt. They helped me, they being Angela, Chris, and Denzel, helped me restructure some of my debt. I took a little bit of an increase on my mortgage to pay off that debt. And as a result, that and the difference between what I was paying on my mortgage and what I'm paying now, just a little over $1,000 a month.
So what advice, obviously, have you got for listeners to the Mortgage Show here at CKNW? It's got to be go see Angela.
It has to be. And like I said, Angela, Chris, and Denzel were amazing to work with. And it was so easy. You know, a lot of people have questions, and it gets very complicated when you're talking about amortization and mortgage rates and lending periods. They sat down with me for about half an hour and walked through the process step by step, answered every single question I had. And I walked out of there going, oh my gosh, I just saved $1,000 a month. I actually wish I had gone and worked with Angela and the team out at Dominion Lending 5 years ago when I did my last mortgage.
Always nice to not only get the job done quickly, easily, and as important, I think, Diana, it's to be able to see all of your options. And I know from speaking with other clients, people who've sought out Angela's help, she and her mortgage team over at Dominion Lending, that's the one thing they really, really like is Angela was really specific about laying out the options so that you could make an informed decision.
They actually laid out 5 different options for me, and these were options that had varying payments, whether it's biweekly, whether it's monthly. I chose an accelerated option, and as a result, I actually took an additional 2 years off of my mortgage schedule.
So pleased it worked out for you, Diana, and look forward to catching up with you down the road and get an update on how you're doing with your mortgage strategy. I know Angela's really huge on making sure that all of her clients have a mortgage strategy so that they can continue not only saving money every month and taking advantage of really low mortgage rates, but getting mortgage free sooner, and that's really what it's all about.
And walking through the options and sitting down with Angela and her team and walking through, I walked away feeling so much more comfortable about my personal financial situation, knowing when my mortgage was going to be paid off, knowing what all of my options were, and knowing at the end of the day, I had an extra $1,000 a month in my pocket.